Well, how are you, all of you out there? I hope you are all well. My regards to everybody out there. I hope we are all fine. My name is Visikwa Patricia, and I'm here to talk about our organization, which is Tusimbudde Uganda. Tusimbudde Uganda is a charity organization that was invented in 2020 by a number of people. We were about 4 people, and that included Babuluboa Hussein, Patricia Ainemigisha, and me, myself, that I'm speaking here, Kian Bwambale, and the lady that is known as Lilian Wataka. We are the proprietors of Tusimbudde Uganda, and our intention of this charity organization is mainly because we saw the need in the communities, necessity in the communities that needed a helping hand. Particularly, we realized after a series of research and the community outreaches that there were very many people in the communities that would need $1 or $2 to survive and did not have. These included children, school going, and non-school going, and some of these non-school going have actually dropped out of school because of lack of basic necessities, things that would normally be acquired by anyone, but unfortunately they are not able to acquire these needs. For example, the girl child could have dropped out of school because they were not able to have sanitary wear, and were being shamed by fellow students because when they're in those days of their mom, they are not able to keep clean because they are not having the resources or the facilities that can help them. Take, for example, some children who are sleeping in the houses and they have no beddings. They are sleeping on the ground. So we noticed with a few things, for example, collecting clothing from people that were willing, good Samaritans that were willing to help us out. I must be very thankful to one lady, Ayo Grace and Proskovia, who were able to give us lots of clothes, and those clothes have made miracles. Those clothes have changed lives. These children have smiles on them. Like you will see up front, we shall present you some photos of the children as they are receiving those clothes and how happy they are just to receive an old cloth, but they feel it is saving them because they did not have that. And so Tusimbudde came out to be able to collect this clothing, toys, scholastic materials from the different people that are willing to give them to us so that we can share with the communities out there. And some of these things are by the things that we have in our homes but we do not use. So we collect those things, put them together, and take them to these communities wherever they may be. It so happens that we have gone to several communities. We have reached a community in central Uganda, Masaka. We have reached a community within Kampala, and that is Bwaise. We have reached another community within Kampala, and that was up in, I forget the place, but I'll remember it later. And then recently we had an outreach to Kamuli, the eastern part of Uganda. And in that outreach, we realized much as everybody else has been needy, the people in Kamuli are more needy. We realized the families there, first and foremost, most children, boys and girls, are living with single mothers. Some children have been abandoned in the houses because their mothers have been forced to go out there and look for something, food, something to put food on the table, to shelter the children, to dress the children, to feed the children more importantly. And then we realized these children have been prone to so many things because of the situation they live. And then we realized so many women have fallen. They have turned out to be single mothers, not because they are willing to be single mothers, but because of the situations. One of them is domestic violence. 2, 3, early pregnancies that come because these girls are seduced by the people around, the males around, just to survive because they do not have the basic needs. And so when they are given $1 or $2 just to get the basic needs, they end up falling prey for the rape, for the defilement and for early sex, which causes them to drop out of school, causes them early pregnancies, and in that case, we end up having young mothers and single young mothers, to be particular. These have been abandoned. They do not have help for the children. They do not have help for their own parents. Their parents are needy. They are sick. They do not have basic equipment like the basic needs like health. They do not have food. They do not have beddings. They have no clothes. And because of that, we at Tusimbudde Uganda have decided to open up a charity home. This charity home right now is something we want to use to be able to reach out to the people who are in need. I do not want to say the poor, because we may have people who are poor but are able to feed. We are looking for the poor and needy, people who do not have, who are not even able to afford a pencil, to afford a book, but they want their children to go to school. Therefore, I, as a Director of Communications and Development in Tusimbudde Uganda, my name is Visiko Patricia, I would like to communicate the following issues. I would like to ask the people that we are talking to, the people out there, everybody out there that can give a helping hand, to please come and be able to help us at Tusimbudde Uganda. For your donations, you can reach out to our website, tusimbuddeuganda.org, or you can reach us on 0752 46 33 22. I'll say that again, 0752 46 33 22. This is our official number for Tusimbudde Uganda that we are using to be able to solicit a few things here and there, whether financial or you're calling us to pick up maybe some materialistic things like scholastic materials, clothing, beddings, shoes, toys for the children, and so forth. We shall be very grateful. Just recently, we reached a community in Kamuli. It is called Nawanyago in Kamuli district. This community has very many needy people. It has the crippled children. We met a 5-year-old child that could not even stand. He is crippled and he has no access to medical help. We met children that go to school but are not able to even afford a pencil. So they go to school and they have to write on the ground. My dear ones, what I am communicating is in a picture form. And if you will let me, just after this information that I'm giving to the people, I would like to show you a pictorial way, or maybe give you pictorial information on how these children are surviving. These children, the girls, for example, the girls that are teenagers are surviving without sanitary wear. Can you imagine? They do not have sanitary wear. These are girls in their puberty stages that are growing, and you know, it is easy to get shamed. It is easy to drop out of school. It is easy to go astray for just something that may cost $1 or $2. But these can be helped. How can they be helped? They can be helped with me and you putting an effort to this. They can be helped by you remembering that you have a cloth that you do not use and bringing it for us to take it to this community. They can be helped when you decide to buy a child or two a book and a pencil, a book and a pen for them to be able to go back to school and study. They can be helped by you donating a box of sanitary wear. When I say sanitary wear, I actually mean pads. Things that we ladies need. And these girls out there, the population is so high, they are growing very fast, and they are not even able to take care of their personal hygiene because of such situations. We at Tusimbudde Uganda are bringing hands together, requesting that you be of help. So we at Tusimbudde Uganda bring you these pictures that we collected from the field and these are the children that we went to meet. We are glad that you are able to watch us. We are glad that you're able to share with us. We are glad and appreciative that you will come forward and be able to help us send a helping hand to a needy child in Uganda to be able to develop our community. We all know that a community, a child that develops, when you develop a child, when you groom a child, you groom a community. Charity begins at home. So please, with your help, we shall be able to take care of these children. So starting with this picture, we see our chairperson, Lua Babu, being able to share a sweet with the children. You know, sometimes they want to be gifted and we were gifting them with these sweets and, you know, we asked them a few questions and then we gave them with the sweets and it was amazing. The smiles on their faces, you can see for yourselves the happiness, like the way they are fighting for the breed. It is just amazing. So here we have our IT director and our program director being able to talk to the elderly in the community. You know, we also deal with the elderly. We have our programs director and IT specialist dealing with the elderly, being able to communicate to them and trying to show us, to tell them how they should have hope for better, and seeing how we all know that for a community to develop, stakeholders have to work together. And the stakeholders in this are going to be us, we, Tusimbudde, the organization that is extending the help, you, our sponsors, and then the community itself. Here we still have our chairperson, call it the head of Tusimbudde Uganda director, being able to also communicate to the elderly. We have the elderly, the community, not the elderly as such, but the mothers of the community. One of the ladies in the community who is a mother of a single mother of some children, being able to communicate to us and telling us their needs. We have our team all together, put together and trying to communicate and talk to the community, identify issues, identify problems, and see how we can solve them going forward. Same as there, we have our team trying to talk to the community to be able to identify the necessities, the needs. We have very many needs, but we have burning needs, and we can only realize burning needs by doing a needs assessment. And here our team was doing a needs assessment. We have the elderly women trying to be happy and clapping for us because we had taken for them. Oh, here is the child I spoke about. You know, this is the 5-year-old child that is incapable of doing anything for himself. Meanwhile, he lives with a grandmother. He lives with his grandmother. This is a grandmother to his mother. The mother is a young child that dropped out of school and was made pregnant and gave birth to a crippled child. This crippled child has never been able to access medical anywhere because they do not even have ability to transport themselves to any hospital that can help the child. But with your help, I am very sure that we can be able to put our hands together and give this child some help need, and the child can get better. This is one of the girls. She goes to school, but she got crippled. She was not born crippled. She got crippled as she was growing. But still, she goes to school, and our director was extending scholastic materials to her, and her mother kneeling to assist us. Our director still extending scholastic materials to the community and mothers of the nation to be able for them to reach out. Our director extending scholastic materials to one of the members of the community to be able to transport them to the children. Our girls, our teenagers, being able to receive sanitary towels. These are reusable sanitary towels, and by the way, we can be able, at only $3, we can be able to purchase them for a bigger community. And with your help, I believe $3 is about 10,000 shillings Ugandan, 10,000 Ugandan shillings, and we can be able to purchase more. So you can buy for 1 or 2 children pads, and then we can be able to supply and change a life for better, positively, make lives better. Our goal at Tusimbudde Uganda is basically to improve and make lives better. improve and make lives better. That is by doing so many things, including talent development, including skill development, including education. We know that when we groom these three, when we develop these three, we are able to have a child that betters the community, because when you better a child, you better a generation, and therefore you better a community. Our members, our community members that we had gone, they were just taking a picture with the clothes that we had taken. You can see the clothes were actually very few and the people were very many. These are our staff members with the community members, and we had only 2 sacks of clothes, and the people were so many because we had already given out some clothes the previous day, and we request for more and more and more, so that these people can also be happy. These people can wear better and look better. Yes, our community, our staff members still with the community and enjoying together, talking and making needs assessment here and there. That was our pictorial journey from the community that we have just gone to. That was from Kamuli, particularly in Moyo village, that is in Kamuli district. And we ask for your help because we have so many other communities to get to, and but we normally do what we call tracking back. Tracking back is in Tusimbudde Uganda is basically a term used to refer to a moment where we have to get back to the children whose hands we touched, and be able to see how they are progressing. Because with time, we want these children to be able to go to better schools. Because right now, Tusimbudde Uganda is able to pay for a few of them school fees, a few of them, because that is as far as our capacity can go. We are not able to pay for very many because we are not able. But I know where we are together, when we put our hands together, we shall get better results. We shall be able, where we're paying for maybe 20, 30 children, we shall be able to pay for 50. Even if you just say you want to donate to a particular child, you want to take care of a particular child, we shall be very grateful, because right now we are just looking at saving a life and making a life better. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, for contacts, you can reach us on our Facebook page, Tusimbudde Uganda, or our website, www.tusimbudde.org. Or you can call us on 0752 463322, and we shall be glad to hear from you and to get your ideas and how we can make Tusimbudde Uganda and the communities of Tusimbudde Uganda better. Thank you very much. Be blessed.